Today I have my client here and I was removing her eyebrows for I think more than a year. It may look like it looks still like scary, but at the same time, if you would see how it looked before, this is absolutely amazing. I don't want to remove it anymore because Ivetka already wanted to do her brows like a few months ago, so I was just pushing and pushing to do even more removals and lasers. But right now I think we are quite happy with the result. Of course, it's not the best of the best, but it is very good comparing to how it looked before. You can see still a little bit of the blue color here, and here is a little bit of the red pinkish color. But I am going to do first procedure with a medium brown, so I can neutralize and cover this what we have over here. And then on the second procedure we will match the color a bit more. Now I just want to make it nice, and I just want to make the blue and pinkish a little bit muted when it heals. This is not a really popular maybe client, or this is not a popular Instagram topic, but this is like the real life and this is the real case. And even though you see these brows and you would think that you would never ever do it, you have to always think about what your client had when she came to your studio first time. And me and Ivetka just realized that this is already absolutely amazing, and we are actually quite ready to start with the new brows. We are not expecting 100% because we see that we have some kind of shape already. We don't have as much brow hair, and we don't have like a beautiful bushy natural brows, but we are going to make it better. And comparing to what we had before, this is already absolutely perfect. Now I am going to start with the pre-draw. I have to make sure that I do the pre-draw as she has the old shape. I just want to make it maybe a little bit more straighter over here, so it's not like that. But I have to work with what she has. This is really, really important. Here is my highly pigmented pencil in a dark brown, and I'm going to color this thread because I don't like to use this pre-colored threads, mapping strings, because they don't do a nice line. So I'm going to make it colored well, so we have nice lines, and then it's easier for us to do a shape. Our client has to be in the relaxed position. Her muscles has to be relaxed, and this way we can see her shape. We are going to work with what she has and with her old PMU. Now we are going to look for the bottom part, top part, and the highest points. We can see that she is moving with the muscles a little bit, but it's okay. For now it's okay. I don't have to pay as much attention to it because I already have some shape, so it's okay for me. Now we are looking for the beginning. I am going to start where I see the blue color. Now I have to do top part, bottom part. As I said, here we need to add a little bit. Then we are moving my client's head, and we will finish where it finishes. And now I want to make it this way, so I see she has the old brow here. I think this shape is similar to what she has, but it is a little bit more modern. It's not like so rounded, but we added a little bit at the bottom, and it looks much better at the moment. Now we are going to start with this part. Here I want to start where the blue starts, and this way. Same. This one will be a little bit harder because it is really too far away, but I am just going to focus on making the brow better than it is. So maybe a bit more down. Relax. Now we are going to look for the middle. We will use the sticky ruler, and now we are going to double check our points. So, beginning is 1.2. Now, middle should be 2/3 of the whole brow. So I would say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.4, I would say 4.4 at the moment. And end of the brow, I would do 6.5. We are going to the other side, 1.2. Here it's 4.4, so 4.4. And end of the brow is 6.5. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay, it looks a little bit messy at the moment, and here I need to remove it and move it a little bit up. I have to make some adjustments, but this is like my base of the shape, like base of the shape, yeah. And now I'm going to use this really thin pencil, 2mm one, and with this pencil we are going to do the whole pre-draw, the whole shape, and then we will see how it looks like and if we like it or we want to do some changes. But we have to always keep in mind that we are working with what we have at the moment and we cannot change it completely. When I pre-draw, I really like to do soft and light movements, or maybe light movements, because this pencil is really good. You don't have to put a lot of pressure and it creates nice lines. Okay. Now I have to stretch it well, and we are going to look for the line we want. So a little bit more down, but not too much, because we want to create the rounded shape a bit more straight. It's hard for me to talk and do it at the same time. I'm going to be quiet for a second, so I do it in a good way. Okay. This way. Now it looks nice. I like it. And here. Oh. This way we will clean it. I really like this shape. I think it looks like 1000% better, but still very similar to what she had. We still work we go as close as possible to the natural brow hair, and at the same time we are in the old shape. Here we want to start at the same level. It's really important to have these fronts, especially the bottom part of the front, very similar, because then you don't see the asymmetry as much. Here I'm not really, okay, I don't know. Here I'm not really sure where to go, but I really need to clean this bottom part because it is just too much. It's too down, too low. Now over here. Then over here. This way. We want to meet at the same point. I'm not sure at the moment. I have to have a look from this. Yeah, but it's good. I feel like I just want to make this bit more down, but she has a brow hair already, like she has the old color here. She has the old color here. No, I'm going to clean this whole part, because when I look at her from the front, I want to make it a bit more down. But it's hard because she has her brow here. Oh, it's really hard to do it. Relax. Okay, smile. Perfect. to go a bit more down, this way, and here maybe a bit thicker. Okay. Now, okay, now it's good. Good. At the moment, I would pluck the brows over here. I would clear all unnecessary lines, and we will have a look at the brows. We have to stretch to my side, to the side, and with the pinky, 3-point stretch, and now we are going to work on the outline. I always check my outline very often because I want to make it precise and beautiful. I can see it, but it's lighter than I wish it would be, so I will go again. Okay. We will check. We can see. Beautiful. Let's go. We already did a beautiful and precise outline, and now I am working on my shading. I am not going to work on a beautiful gradient and so on. My focus for today is to saturate the brows evenly and to create beautiful base for the next procedure, where we will work more on the color. Now we are working more on the beautiful, more modern shape, and we are working on a good base. We cannot do it at the same time because we are not sure how it's going to look. You never know. You don't know how the client's melanin will look when she will come back. You don't know how the color you have chosen will look when she will come back. You never know how it's going to look. It's never guaranteed. So I prefer to be safe, especially after removing the brows for 1 year. And I want to just do it step by step in a really safe way, but build the base and build the brows in a way that it will look perfect, but it's going to take some time to do that. Here you can see my pre-draw, and here you can see beautiful brow with Clinita. Now I'm going to clean it, and you can see how amazing the brow looks after first pass. It is really precise. You can see the bottom line. It's really nice. Saturation is good, and the top part is like, it's really like invisible. Now I am going to work on the second pass. I am going to work on the bottom part and the top part, and I will leave it like that, and then I will move to the other brow. I miss a little bit of pixels here, so I add tiny tiny dots of pixels, and we are going to work on the bottom part and saturate the bottom part and a tail, but we have to make sure that we are not using a lot of pressure because I want the color to heal in a nice neutral way, but not cool, so we cannot go too deep. And when I stretch the skin a lot, I don't think that the skin is thicker. It maybe looks like it's thicker, but it's not so thick. So we have to be really careful and really use our brain and think about the skin, thickness of the skin, and how much pressure actually we can use with these pigments and with this machine and with my hand. We have a little bit of plasma going out of the skin, but we will hope it can heal in a nice way. the skin looks nice, but the thing is that it has like a small pimples. It's not like a pimple. I don't know how to explain it in English. Yeah, I will think about it and I will tell you. But I am in love with this brow. I really love it. Especially this beautiful shape with it. It's like from 0 to 100. No, from 0 to 1000. It's not like from 0 to 100. It's like literally 2000. I also recommended Ivetka to go for the mesotherapy. I don't know if it's the right name, or microneedling, something like that. And I think it helped to make the brows lighter too. So maybe it's a tip for you. You can tell your client that mesotherapy or microneedling also through the brow can make the brow lighter, because macrophages, I don't know what's the right word. Okay. Okay, we are going to go to the other side and we are going to work on the other side now. We are done with the brows. I really love it. The saturation is perfect, but I already saw a little bit of plasma, so I don't want to oversaturate the brows and I don't want to make it, I don't want to traumatize the skin. We can see a little bit bluish here, but we are quite happy with the effect, and I'm going to clean this brow too. I really love it. It's really important right now for my client to be careful with the brows, and I hope it can heal nicely. I think we will have a beautiful base when it heals, and then based on how it heals and how the color will look, we will continue with the procedure. We will choose maybe another pigment, maybe darker pigment, maybe only we will use the same, but maybe we will only saturate it a little bit more. But I was using even like white soap from Rosa, and I think even the skin is hydrated, so I was trying to do it with the least trauma possible, because now it's really important. So I love it, it looks amazing, and I hope my client will come back with a beautiful brows.